Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Siggy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Babe Ruth. Siggy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low twos. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
Jose Caballero, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one.
First pitch, 107.
Fouled off. He was late. That one misses, and that's ball one. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
That one misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. Right through there for a strike. Ruth, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive, makes the catch for the out. Now we'll look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around, Josh Lowe.
Yeah, he just hasn't been much of a threat this year, hitting in the low 200s right now. And when you're going through this lineup, his struggles really seem to stand out. I know he's doing whatever he can to get back on track, and so we'll see if he can find his way in this one. Maybe show some good signs to us, get it going some way, somehow.
Yandy Diaz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
The pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, the second baseman was Brandon
We
Wow.
all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
And now, Brandon Lau.
Ball one.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike
And a ball,
one.
1 strike.
And now 1 and 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Laser could be trouble. And he boots it. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Safe. And it's 1-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Junior.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Swinging the bat well in the series. 5 for 12 so far. Just missed.
Ball one.
Runner
no
at
strike.
second, 2 down. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. That pitch clips the outside corner. 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Man at second. On its way to the corner. And that will drop foul.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And that's,
that's
off
off the plate.
the inside edge. And it's 2 and 2. Lau stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Rays 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium. And today's starting pitcher, Taj Bradley. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And that one is lifted in the air. Palacios sizing this one up, brings it in, and there's 1 down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And the important bat for them, batting 5th in this one, Mickey Mantle.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed
0-2
right
the count.
there because he just let the fastball go by.
Up and in, and that's ball one.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
2 out, space is empty. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So the Yanks go in order, still behind by a count of 1-0. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Carlos Pena. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Pulls that one foul.
Ball.
That one in the dirt, and that's ball 3. Late swing, foul to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And that's downstairs. 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
2 out, space is empty. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Hard hit, right side. Rays retired in order. So they make short work of them there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 1 and the Yankees nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now the Yankees clean up hitter, Lou Gehrig. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Just missed.
1-1.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's outside. Upstairs, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Mickey Mantle digs in now. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that misses. And it's 2-1. And that's outside. Jorge Posada in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
First and second, no outs. And next for New York, Jorge Posada. And fouled off. Garrett at second. Mantle at first with no outs. And a strike. Got him. And that is a big first out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Garrett rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Yankees even it up. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Jose Ramirez. That one close, ruled the ball, and it's 1-0. Tied up here in the early going. He was late there. Strike 1.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. First and third, 1 down.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And it remains 2-2. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And a 2-1 ball game now.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
That's shortstop.
Derek Jeter, the next to hit.
Jeter.
Misses inside. Ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Check swing, called strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder,
Not
Tony.
much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Gwynn stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Top half of the Third inning, now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. Ruth back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Swing and a ground ball. Ramirez. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's downstairs. And now 2-0. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Next pitch is outside. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
The left fielder, number 1.
Runner on at first with 1 gone.
Palacios.
Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Caballero at first, 1 gone. Runner on to go. That's in for a strike. Posada. Great throw.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting it into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Brett fires over to first, and that is that. Do it for Tampa, and they trail it here 2-1. Back now in the Bronx. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That one catches the zone. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Stepping in now for the Yankees. His first at bat was a strikeout. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swings over the top of that one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Gehrig takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. In the dirt. Runner at second here, one gone. And there's a ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Ruth around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now here is Mickey Mantle. That one misses. Ball one. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Man at first, one away. That one misses. 3-0. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Lifted in the air, out to left. Palacios makes the catch. 2 down. And here's the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That clips the corner.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1. That one missed.
2-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
One run across to the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Hard hit left side. Zips it across. That's out number 3. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1. Back in the Bronx. And now the DH, Yandy Diaz. Up the middle, Ramirez. On to first.
He's out.
That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brandon.
Next to bat will be the Rays'
Lau.
4-hitter, Brandon Lau. Doubled in his first AB. There's your strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Caminero stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. In the air, right field. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, George Brett. And that is downstairs. And that is ball one.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's always a threat at the plate.
He's been flexing his power in the majors for a long time now. His first career home run was to right field right here inside Yankee Stadium in 2014. The right fielder that day for the Yankees, Ichiro Suzuki. Even he couldn't catch that one.
Clips the corner, and the count 1-1.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball 2.
Straighten him up a little
2
bit.
balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Grisham under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for New York, Derek Jeter. First pitch, not close. Activity in the bullpen. Jake Brentz warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Winkowski also getting ready. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Just missed.
Ball 2.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3 down. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That misses. Ball 1.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next pitch is outside.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. He's 0 for 1. That one down the line, and foul ball. Missed inside with the curve. Runner at first with no outs here. That one's in there, and it's 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Grisham goes 5 feet 11 inches, 225 pounds. A former first-round pick back in 2015. And a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Gwynn sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's 2 away. And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe rolled out to second in his first at bat. There's a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
That misses the zone. 1-1. Pena, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3, the Rays 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Jake Brentz. He comes on for the 35th time this year. Gwynn in the box now. No balls and a strike. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So digging in, Bernie Williams. 0 for 2 in this one. Center field. Grisham settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And they'll do it again. The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to first, and that'll do it. So no runs. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ruth back to work. Foul ball there. In the dirt, and it's 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
Line drive.
to put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Palacios, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. The Yankees up by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Top of the zone for a called strike.
They've got hooks looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Next offering misses. Now 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And that's off the outside edge. The count now 2-2. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit according to the electronic strike zone. But that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at-bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
Now, Yandy Diaz. Right through there for a strike. And miss, struck him out, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Lou Gehrig. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Handles, throws to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So up next, Mickey Mantle. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
1 down, base is empty. And another ball. Pitch misses, and it's 3-0. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
I got 3-2.
That one ripped right center field. Low drop step going back. And that ball is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Homer number 25 on the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Posada now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And that's just foul. Yankees up by 3. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the 0-2. Out to short. Tosses to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Brett.
Now the third baseman, George Brett. Right down to shoot. Strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That misses, and a count 2-1. There's a strike. That's down and in. A slider missed. Jose Ramirez waiting to hit for the Yankees. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Back for more from the Bronx. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lowe. First pitch is in the dirt. There's a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That's off the mark. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Third baseman, Junior Caminero.
So digging in, Junior Caminero. Outside low, 1-0. The Rays trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one fouled off. Smoked on the ground to second. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Pena at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Josh Winkowski on the pitch here.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Number 25, Josh Winkowski.
And first offering is fouled off. That one missing inside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead of the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Action in the pen down there. Garrett Clevenger warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Faedo also throwing. And a strike on the outside edge. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
To third, Caminero. To first, 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Tony Gwynn. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Offense held it.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Emmanuel Clase. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now up for Tampa Bay, Danny Jansen. The entire defense, infield and outfield, shifted to the left. That's a little bit low. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Cade Smith getting ready to go. Wagner warming up as well. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And a slider in there for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
Now he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Stays alive. In the air, left field, down the line. Mantle makes the play, and there's one away.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Clase, an all-star a season ago. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's two away. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rating. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
And here is Jose Caballero.
Outside,
and delivers outside. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, center field. Gwynn. And that is that.
Pitching for the
Back
Rays.
now, new pitcher on the mound. As we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Garrett Clevenger. He last pitched 2 days ago. Williams leading things off and takes a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Down and in, moved his feet.
2-2 the count.
Two now. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now up as the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth.
Designated hitter, Babe Ruth.
Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. Just missed it. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter,
number 4,
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. And that's a fair ball. Now the left fielder, Mickey Mantle. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. The Yanks lead 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
New
It's
York
the top of the
Yankees.
9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Pete
36.
Smith.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Palacios stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get two or three.
Just missed.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. Well, it was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly they with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball one. On the ground to first. Fair ball.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Loud, batting with one down, takes a strike. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
And it's through for a hit. And now two aboard. Junior Caminero will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 83.
First pitch misses.
York Yankees.
The tying run at the plate. This one in the dirt. But no advance from the runners. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 2-2. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Pena in the box now, takes strike one. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Gagne is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.